they be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears.
Set to kick off.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long now after the sack. We'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Bridgewater now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbinoghene. they will score. A pick six for the Bears. Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Caught left side, Williams. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
12 yards there and a 1st down. And again, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
It makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one complete, right side to Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him.
Touchdown, Chicago! Albert Okwuegbuna, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. There's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Caught left side by Funchess. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Campbell making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bears take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Breann Body Calhoun. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Breann Body Calhoun. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill flushed out right. He'll try and run it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Looking at it from the defense. Perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Tannehill. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is, you've got to...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Harold Landry picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action. Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Eluding the pressure right, and that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's Bridgewater. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the Colts, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Now Tannehill steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
18 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. To the air again with Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Indianapolis.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down. It's Gibson, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Colts 38, Bears 35. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
6-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Now it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Around the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Down, Gibson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Play fake. Bridgewater. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Bridgewater again. Caught left side by Funchess. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he is all the way up past the 25. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in overtime for Tannehill. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
Oh, you got to do better than that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
At the 48-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Say sweet.